it's your girl Fairy Queens here, and welcome back to another video. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing amazing. A lot of you guys have been asking me to make a PvP guide for beginners, and although I'm not the best at PvP, I would say that I'm pretty experienced. So today I'm going to be sharing with you what I know about PvP, and hopefully some of these tips will be able to help you. There are many different levels that you can PvP at, but the 4 ones that I would recommend to you guys are level 30, level 60, level 100, and level 130. Technically, you could PvP at any other level, but I'm recommending these 4 in particular because you're gonna have a better chance. At level 30, you unlock Mount Olympus, and I highly suggest farming this if you are wanting to do level 30 PvP. Mount Olympus drops all of the Zeus gear, and it also drops the Sky Iron Hasta. If you dedicate the time to getting all of that gear, your stats are going to be amazing. And it's the same thing with level 60. At level 60, you unlock Waterworks and Zigzag. Both of these dungeons drop the best gear for level 60, and your chances of winning PvP is going to be a lot higher. For level 100, you obviously unlock Darkmoor and Shadow Pips. And for level 130, you are able to craft Dragoon's gear. These are the 4 major dungeons that drop the best gear for PvP. If you do any level in between, your gear is most likely going to be outdated. The second tip that I have for you guys is to farm for lore spells. And if you can't farm for them, then craft them. Spells like Ninja Pig, Keeper of the Flame, Brimstone, Wintermoon, Calypso, and Headless are all really good spells for PvP. I highly recommend taking some time to farm Lore Master to try to get some of these spells. But keep in mind that you don't want to use lore spells if they're not your school. For me, as a Myth Wizard, it would be pointless for me to use Brimstone in PvP. So just because you get a lore spell doesn't automatically mean you should use it. Really try and focus on getting the ones for your school. The next tip that I have for you guys is making a decent pet. Pets are absolutely essential in PvP. Stats to look for when making a PvP pet are Spellproof, Dealer, Giver, Defy, and any other makecast that you think might be useful. As you can see on this pet, I have makecast Infallible and I socketed Myth Dealer. Basically, you're gonna wanna go for Universal Resist and Damage for your school. Some other makecasts that you might enjoy having are Makecast Shatter and Makecast Fairy. Now, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for saying Makecast Fairy, but I don't care. You have no idea how much Makecast Fairy has saved me in PvP battles. Especially if you're new to PvP, I would definitely recommend Fairy. The next tip that I have for you guys is enchanting treasure cards for your side deck. If you're level 30, you will have to buy Monstrous TC, but if you're 60 and above, you can buy Gargantuans. You can buy as many as you want to, and then we're going to teleport back to the commons and start enchanting. You can sometimes find those TC in the bazaar, but I always get them from the archivist. So this is how you enchant cards. You need to have a completely empty deck, click on treasure cards, and fill it up with the TC that you just bought. Now go back to your main deck and put in some cards that you want to enchant. I also would recommend carrying 2 wand hits so that way you can take out the minions. Now let's go ahead and enchant our cards. I'm gonna discard my first wand hit and draw, and now you click on this and then click on your card. After you've done that, you can right-click on all of these. Now use your wand hit to take them out. Okay, so now that you have your gear, your pet, and you know how to enchant cards, let's go ahead and make a deck. You should definitely spend your training points on Tower Shield, and if you want to, you can also train Life to Satyr if you have a Life Mastery. You definitely need to put in a lot of Tower Shield and Stunblock, and if you don't have Stunblock, you can get it from Diego right here, and he will offer it to you. I also forgot to mention that you should probably get Infection too. You can get that from the Death Tree in Nightside. Put in some set shields if you have them, and if you have a Life Mastery, go ahead and put in heals. If you don't have a Life Mastery, then don't worry about it, you're just probably gonna have to play more offensive. Now this is really important. If you're level 60, you should definitely carry Infallibles. If you're level 100 or 130, put in Shadow Shrike. And if you're level 30, you're gonna have to get TC Infal. Basically, what I'm saying is it's really important to have Pierce cards. If you don't know what Pierce is, that's okay. Piercing is really only used for PvP, and basically what that means is if your opponent has 20 Universal Resist and you put on an Infal, you pierce through all of that resist. So basically, it makes your spells do a lot more damage. You're not going to want to carry prisms or traps. definitely focus on blades. So we'll just put in like 4 blades, and we'll also carry some bubbles. And if you want to, you can carry maybe 1 AoE, but don't carry a lot because keep in mind, this is a 1v1. You won't really need AoEs. Put in a few minions if you have them. You can put in some extra blades and some weaknesses and a couple reshuffles. Now I'm just gonna put in just a few hits in my main deck because our side deck is gonna be where we carry most of them. We'll put in 2 of these, and I'm pretty happy with that. Now we're gonna go on to the treasure card side. This is where I like to carry all of my hits. Fill it up with the cards that you enchanted from earlier, and if you have some extra space, you can carry more infals or more tower shields. This is a very basic setup, but I find it to be very effective. And now you're ready to PvP. But before you go, there's one more tip that I have for you guys. If you don't know what school your opponent is, click this, battle orders, and then mouse over it. And as you can see, that is definitely a fire wizard. So now you can go ahead and discard any shields that don't contain fire. Keep in mind that when PvPing, you're gonna wanna start out using your 0 pip spells. Build up pips by blading, shielding, infectioning, weaknessing, and infallibling until you have enough to defeat your enemy. I really hope that this guide helps you guys. Like I said, I'm not the best PvPer out there, but a lot of PvP is very RNG based. So you're gonna lose some and you're gonna win some, and that's just how it is. But hopefully these tips will help you guys, and if you learned something that you didn't already know, leave a comment down below. I love you guys so much, and I wish you so much luck. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a big thumbs up and a comment down below. Bye!